So as many of you guys know, NBA and Take-Two Interactive, also known as 2K, have partnered on an NBA 2K esports league for 2018, or NBA 2K18. The E-League, the NBA 2K E-League, will feature 30 NBA 2K teams, each owned by one of the real-life NBA franchises, so the Bucks, the Warriors, the Knicks, stuff like that. It'll mirror the real NBA season so that whenever a game is played in real life, it's also played in the E-League. Now, while this does seem very cool, I believe that there's a lot of repercussions to this for a lot of the young people that are trying to get into the league, and in this video I kind of just want to go over these things and kind of inform you guys onto why I think that this whole E-League thing might not work out as well as everybody wants it to. So first and foremost, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Oh, well, there's a COD E-League and there's a League of Legends E-League. Why can't there be an NBA 2K E-League? I mean, we play the game competitively, Pro-Am is just as competitive as COD or as League of Legends. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that League of Legends and I know that NBA and I know that COD are all very competitive games. It's a game. You can be competitive in it. But you guys have to understand that when there's things like League of Legends and there's things like Call of Duty, and this is where a lot of people kind of get the misconception that NBA 2K is the same. It could be an esport as well as any of these things, and this is where they get that common misconception, and this is where I'm wrong. And I'll tell you guys where you guys are wrong if you really think that NBA 2K could take off as a crazy esport and get the high level of interest that things like League of Legends or Call of Duty does. Things like Call of Duty and League of Legends are so popular because there's no real life version to them. Now, of course, Call of Duty, there's actual real life combat, there's real life war, but there's no live stream where you can go www.youtube.com and look up a live war live stream of somebody fighting in Iraq or Afghanistan. That's not how it works. But fortunately, that's not a thing. Now, NBA 2K, this is where it kind of differs a little bit. In NBA 2K, you can actually watch the real NBA. And the thing about watching the real NBA versus, 2K is that 2K is a lot different. Now, 2K can't mirror the NBA completely because it can't get all the gameplay that the NBA has now. They're not going to do that because if they did, then there's no point in you buying the game consistently. They know that they can fix a lot of things that the community wants them to fix. They're not gonna because they want you to keep buying their game constantly. They're a company. They have to make money. Now, a lot of these kids these days, I'm also 16. I'm a kid too, but a lot of kids these days, they want to get into the pro league. They want to play this game competitively because they love the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Trust me, I always say follow your dreams. I'm sitting here making YouTube videos at 11:49 at night, but that's not the point. The point is that a lot of kids want to make it to the E-League, and they start losing, they start losing focus, and they start losing track of what's really important. And the time where you can get into the E-League, I believe it's past 18 years old. I could be wrong because in 2K17, the road to the All-Star game or the finals, whatever it was called, basically the Pro-Am tournament for $250,000, you have to be at least 13, right? I'm thinking the E-League is a full-time thing, so you might have to be at least 18. Now, the years from 18 to 30 are arguably the most important years of your life. That's when you can settle down, get married. That's when you get a job. That's when you're going through college, through graduate school. And those are the most peak important years of your life. And arguably, all the players in the E-League are going to be around that age. Now, it's obvious that the E-League might not have the kind of pull to go on for 20 seasons. Who's going to watch the E-League for 20 seasons? That means, how are the people that are dropping out of school, leaving work to grind 2K to become the best at 2K so that they can get drafted on a really good team? How are they going to make a living in the future? They're kind of throwing away their future now so they can play in the E-League, but how much are these guys really going to get paid? I mean, you think that these teams are really going to pay out of pocket that much? Maybe $100,000 maximum, and they're going to move them out? And that's another thing, moving away from your family, all that, so you can go play a video game. If you really think about it, it sounds a little bit ridiculous. I mean, okay, these players are entertainers. They're playing the game professionally, but they're also throwing away the prime peak years of their life, moving away from home so that they can go play a video game. It's a little absurd when you think about it, and I love video games. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love video games, but when you're thinking about it like this, it's a little bit absurd. Now, Adam Silver has not commented yet if he has a lot of interest in this, but it could be a huge potential moneymaker. The NBA knows it. The owners of the NBA teams know it. They're expressing interest in a lot of esports managers, and they know how much money this can make, but it's also a very big risk. It could be a huge flop. Nobody can watch it. I remember when it was road to the All-Star game or the playoffs or the finals, whatever it was called in 2K17, the big Pro-Am tournament. I'm going to call it the 2K17 Pro-Am tournament from now. I remember seeing guys, during the regular playoff games, I remember seeing guys like Annoying TV, NADEXE, streaming during the same exact time as these games were going on. And these guys were pulling more viewers than the thing that was being sponsored on the 2K platform, which is pretty insane. When you're sponsored directly on the platform, yet these guys still have more views than you. But it is also worth noting that the 2K community has been growing exponentially these past few years. I mean, I've been following it. I haven't really been in it, but I've been watching the YouTube videos, and I remember how much views these guys used to get and how these guys are absolutely taking off, man. It's crazy how big the 2K community is growing, so that's why I do still have some hope for the E-League. Will you guys be grinding to get into the E-League? Do you guys want to, do you guys think that you can make it on these teams? It's very hard, it's very competitive, but do you guys think that you can make it on these teams? Let me know in the comments if you guys are going to be grinding or anything. For if you know anybody that is going to be grinding, and if you know anybody that's going to be grinding, you should send them this video so that they watch it and kind of hear what I have to say. Maybe it'll affect their opinion some way. I don't know, man. I'm just making this video because a lot of people are making videos on the whole gameplay thing, and I don't want to flood the 2K gameplay thing. I don't want to flood your inbox with that. Unless you guys want to see that, be sure to let me know, man. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Helps me out. We're around 152. I really appreciate that. Keeps me going. That's why I'm hitting you guys with these uploads, staying up late at night, waking up early mornings, going to work just so I can get you guys these uploads, man. I appreciate all the love. Comment below, subscribe, share the video on Twitter. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.